Hello everyone, my name's Jo and I just thought it might be really useful just to talk through how you create an account with Springpod, particularly if you're working with your local job centre. Hopefully you know a bit about Springpod already, but we are a free platform that you can use to really build up your work experience through virtual work experience programs, but also if you want to, you can explore study experiences as well with different universities. So, a step by step on how to create an account. So, it should be very user friendly. Hopefully, you'll find you'll be able to navigate your way through it quite easily. But you can just go to Springpod, so Google springpod.com, and then you will click Create Account in the top right hand corner. Then this is where you will add an email and create a password. You can join with socials, as in Google or Apple, but just a word of warning there, if you forget your login, the forgotten password link will not work. So it's probably easier to create an email or add an email and create a password, because then you can get your password reset easily. So once you've added that, you will be asked to complete some personal details. There's lots of information if you want to know more about kind of how we use this data. You can hover over and you can click on all the various links that you can see on the screen there. But yeah, we'd ask you for there's certain information that we actually need. So things like first name, last name, date of birth, country, but you don't need to provide a phone number. So just leave that blank, and then that will allow you to click next on the next, it will get you to the next screen. You can decide whether or not you want to hear from us again, so you can confirm your communication preferences. It's quite handy to say yes, because then if we know that, for example, you're interested in like finance and we suddenly have a really good experience related to finance, we can let you know, but obviously that's entirely up to you. Now, at this point, you'll be sent a verification code. So this will go to your email that you provided. It might end up in your junk or spam folder. So if you can't see it, I would check there first. The other main reason that people don't receive it is because they've got a typo in their email. So that might be a first check you need to do. Just go back and make sure that your email is correct. Now, if you're over 19, because of the date of birth that you've entered, it will calculate that you are no longer in school or college. Now, this stage is very important because we need to be able to kind of celebrate your achievements, and your job centre will need to be able to track and see what you're doing. So at this point, whatever your status, you need to click school or college. Now, we know you're not at school or college, but this is just how we can kind of track and see what's going on. So click school or college, and then that will take you to this screen. Now, again, this is a bit fiddly and we're looking to improve this, but you're asked to confirm your year group. Now, the oldest you can select is year 14, so just select that. It doesn't really matter. And then when it comes to find your school or college, you'll be able to find the centre that you're based at. So, for example, if you start searching DWP Berkshire or DWP Coastal West, it will appear in the drop-down menu. We ask for information on your background. Again, this is so that we can feed back to employers the kind of like people that are taking part in the programs, because often those employers will be wanting to reach out to those people in your situation who need to kind of get back into work or find their next steps. So we don't show any personal data, but in terms of like the demographics, that's what we'll report on. But you can prefer not to say. So don't feel like you need to have to tell us everything. You can prefer not to say, but you have to complete something. Again, we ask where you live because employers are very interested to see what regions are accessing their programs. Now, if you don't want to put your personal postcode in, that's absolutely fine. Just put the postcode in of your job centre or where you're based. We ask you a few more questions about your interests. Again, this is just so that we can really personalise your experiences. So we ask, are you thinking about going to university? What sort of job sectors are you interested in? You can select more than one. And there's also that opportunity to put unsure if you're not really sure. But again, don't worry. When you get your account, you can go into your profile and you can update your interests. It might be that those interests change as you start exploring Springpod. Then once you've done all that, which I think would take no more than 10 minutes, you'll be able to get to your Springpod dashboard, which is where you'll be able to start exploring experiences and taking part. Now, if you complete a program, every single program will allow you to gain a certificate with the employer logo on. That's really impactful. If any of you are on LinkedIn, that's super useful because you can share that certificate on LinkedIn. There's a very handy little button when you find your certificates. Tagging the company. Use this as an opportunity to build your network as well. There's sometimes a short delay in getting that certificate just because we need to approve the experiences, but just bear with us and they will appear. So yeah, very simple to start exploring. So explore as many as you like. You can do them anytime and anywhere. So that's it. So good luck. I hope you find Springpod very easy to navigate and I hope you find it really useful.